what's left, Anya. What have we got left now?
Tomorrow, Marcus. We finally got a tomorrow.
Hey guys, what is up and how is it going? Welcome back to another video. This time not a concept, but some breaking news from the Gears of War Twitter. We are finally getting a brand new book, and this time a little bit different, not taking part in the new era of Gears with Kate or Jedi. We're actually getting something from the original trilogy. I've seen a lot of hype about it. I've seen people getting some theories on Twitter, and that's what I want to go over today. I want to go through the description, what we could be getting off it, and possible game sequels, so stay tuned. So reading from the description, the Locust War has ended with an energy weapon that pulsed across the land, destroying Locust and Lambent alike. The world is in shambles and the few survivors are isolated from one another. Humanity must begin anew. This novel reveals the canonical, never-before-seen events set in the time immediately following the game of Gears of War 3. As far as I'm aware, this is the first time we're getting a book just set after the events of Gears of War 3. We've never heard of what happened to Marcus. You're going to hear about in the description of this book sort of what he's going through. We know that he was sort of a bit depressed and lost, sort of reminiscing about who he'd lost over the events of the war, obviously just losing his dad, and Anya obviously comforts him, so we're going to find out what happens then and where do we go from here. So next it reads, with most of Ceres' civilization destroyed, Sergeant Marcus Phoenix and Lieutenant Anya Stride must somehow rebuild on the ruins. For Marcus, his purpose is impossible to grasp. With no clear enemy to fight, there may be no peace left for him in the post-war world. Some call him a hero, others view him with resentment. So guys, we know from previous games that the COG weren't always seen as heroes, obviously causing the destruction of most of the population with the Hammer of Dawn strikes. Obviously the COG will see Marcus as a hero, but some of the stranded, some of the outsiders aren't really going to appreciate the COG now trying to go back into civilization, trying to take over. Maybe there's some conflict there, maybe there's some different points of view of where the world should go now. What should you be focusing on more? New sustainable energy, new civilizations, but obviously this book's going to go through that. And then the last part reads, as Anya struggles to create alliances to reform the coalition of ordered governments, she quickly discovers how impossible it is to tell friend from foe. Then whispers of locusts still stalking the land begin to spread. Freeing the worst, Marcus forms a team to assess the potential threat. As he and the other COG search for survivors, however, they quickly discover that the new enemy may not be locust at all and may be human and utterly ruthless. So guys, if you've played the Hivebusters DLC, you'll know that Lanny was actually part of the Brash Brigade, which was a special unit sent to go and find out some surviving locust. Maybe some were too deep buried underground, maybe in like steel structures at the time and it didn't affect them. So they're going around civilization, trying to kill the locust. Obviously there's some remnants of this here. Maybe Marcus and Lanny team up, maybe Marcus is her lieutenant or sergeant again, who knows, but it's all going to be found out in this book, hopefully. So what I'm hoping from this book, and I saw a few speculations, is they're finally going back to the original trilogy. They're finally going back to the heart of Gears of War, and I think that's what a lot of fans are going to be proud of. It sounds a wee bit more horror related, a lot more dark and gritty, and I think a lot of fans are going to appreciate that rather than all the new robotic stuff we're getting here. So it's nice to see a book going back to its roots rather than the futuristic stuff, which, don't get me wrong, is still good, but it's nice to see this change of pace. So guys, let me know what you think. I'm personally really excited. I love reading about the Gears of War lore, anything lore related obviously. I'm the concept guy, I guess you could say. So if you like the video, if you like this sort of style, I'm not just going to do like regular gameplays. I want to go deep into lore, deep into concepts, and I think this is a nice change of pace for the Gears of War community, going back to lore. So if you do like it, I know the last video got a lot of love and subscribers, so if you do like it here, a comment is always appreciated. I'd love to hear your feedback and maybe like and subscribe. It all helps out as we're trying to grow Gears to where it was. So thank you very much, and I'll see you next time.